Hello, and welcome back to All Things Magical. Today, I'd like to take an opportunity to do a tarot review of the Ghost Tarot by Leo Scarabeo. Now, this tarot is a 78 deck featuring the major and minor arcane. It is in the Rider-Waite tradition. The artwork is by Davide Corsi, and it is currently selling for about $20 online. The box it comes in is a cardboard box. It is a little flimsy. I wouldn't want to actually use this box if I was carrying this deck around on a long-term basis. As such, I would recommend getting a tarot bag or a tarot box to put the tarot in if you're going to be traveling with it. If it's just going to be for home use, this is perfect. It'll keep it nice and tidy. It's nice and compact and perfect for at-home applications. The tarot does come with a little insert book. It's just one of these little paperback books that we often see in these more economical tarots. I would like to see maybe just a little stiffer cover on these books, just to make them a little bit more durable when we use them. This gives 16 pages of information about the tarot, each tarot card. Instead of using keywords or phrases or general meanings of the card, he does give some insightful language for each card. So, for example, let's pick one of the major arcana here, and we're going to read the Chariot. So this is an example of what kind of description you'll find in this little handbook. So it says, the Chariot, the unstoppable impetus. Success is born of determination and audacity, but interior urges that lead you ahead and further ahead is difficult to stop. In the race, like success or triumph, can become an end unto itself. So the book offers you more of an imagery type of description, which I think is really great for a lot of us tarot readers, because I think we're more visual than maybe word wise. Not that we aren't word wise, but we react differently to visual stimuli. And so I like the imagery that these little book gives. So let's get a look and do a quick flip through of the deck and see how the cards look. And as you can see, the back of the deck has a nice reversible background that does feature an eye and some beautiful artwork. It's gold and blue with a black border. It's very mild in its appearance. It makes it not so intimidating if you do have customers that are seeking readings. They're maybe unsure of everything. There's always a few we have. And so this deck features all kinds of images of ghosts and ghostly shapes and forms. This just does follow the Rider-Waite tradition. So we'll start with the Fool and his dog. And we'll flip through theirs and we'll kind of talk about the cards if I flip through. Most of us know the names of the deck. If you notice, the names aren't shown on the card. So I would not recommend this for maybe a newer user of tarot, but someone who has a little bit more experience. Each card does have a black border, and the top and the bottom feature a gold bar that encases both the number of the card, and when we get to the suits, you'll see it also includes the type of suit that the card is representing. These cards are a little dark in nature, so these would be great for shadow work, reaching over across the veil, maybe doing communications with loved ones, doing a lot of introspective kind of thoughts, more of, trying to figure things out trying to work with the mighty dead, our ancestors, and things of that nature. Now, even though they are dark in nature, I do find some lightness in them. I do feel that some of them are very bright in nature and give us hope. So we do still have the dual aspects. But again, this is a ghost tarot. A lot of what's going to be featured is going to be for the afterlife. Some of these images, I think, are a little too computerized. But in general, I really think this deck is a really nice deck. It has a great feel and it has a great interest value. Nowadays, a lot of people are interested in seeking out spirits and working with ghosts. And this is a great kind of transitional tool, maybe for someone who's unsure about speaking with relatives or anything of that nature. And as you can see for the cups, you notice the cup symbol on the bottom now. But again, there are no words on these cards. So I would hesitate suggesting this deck of cards for someone just learning tarot. There are much better decks out there for someone just learning. A deck for someone who has had some training in tarot, has understanding of how to use it and how to read the cards. And they do offer some very beautiful pictures. I really do love the artwork in this. I connect to it. I like, it's very visual pleasing for me. So I hope you're enjoying this deck as much as I am. They have some great images. Again, this is a deck on the darker side. So we're really looking at shadow work. We're really looking at working with those who have already gone beyond. And I think it's a great deck. And here's wands, great fire imagery, ships. I mean, I really like this deck. It is one of my favorite. It took me a while to get it. And this is in one of my collections, and I do use this deck. This isn't my favorite deck. This isn't my primary deck, but it is one that I pick up when someone's struggling with some inner issues or struggling to understand life processes, such as moving on in relationships, just any kind of struggles. I think this is good for. This is a good deck. This is what I like to call a reflection deck, an inner reflection deck. So, break this out at Halloween, break it out at your seance, whatever you're doing to support and honor the mighty dead. You can definitely use these cards to do that. So I hope you enjoyed your review of the Ghost Tarot, and I hope that you have a very blessed and magical day. Don't forget to take a moment, subscribe, click on that notification button, and we'll see you in the next video. Bless be.